What's up everyone? The OBSBOT Tiny 2 Lite is a feature-packed 4K webcam that can really help elevate your live stream. And whether you're making VR content or webinars or just live streaming your gaming session, I can't wait to show you what this camera can do. So let's get into it. Now I am shooting this entire video. Whoop. I just activated the live tracking. Now I am recording this entire video with the OBSBOT Tiny 2 Lite. And I do want to say thanks to OBSBOT for sending this over. No money exchanged hands, but they did provide this camera for a review. And I've really been enjoying this 4K webcam for a few weeks now. And I really want to get into how this camera uses AI tracking with some VR content here in just a bit. But first I want to show you the app. This is the control center for the OBSBOT Tiny 2 Lite. And it has all kinds of features built into here. And right here under your first tab, you have all kinds of options for tracking. You can do normal tracking, which pays attention to your face, or upper body, which is going to look for your torso. Close up, which is going to, actually, let me just show you. If I go back here, it's going to zoom in on my face. It's going to zoom in on my face. It's going to make sure that it keeps a tight close up on your face, which is pretty neat. Or your lower body. So let's say maybe you're doing, I guess maybe like workout videos or something like that. You could use that to track your legs, or maybe lifting weights. You don't necessarily need your head in the shot, but you want to get your biceps or whatever. Like, I don't really have any biceps, but you get what I mean. You could go headless mode. You can also do hand tracking, which is really cool. Let's say maybe you're doing a lecture. You can have it track one of your hands as you're writing on a board or whatever, and that's pretty neat. Or group tracking. Maybe you're doing some kind of seminar with a co-host. It will make sure that both of you are in the picture. Or maybe you're just with your kids FaceTiming grandma. I don't know, but you can use that too. It also has a built-in video preview right here, so you can see what you look like before you go live. And you can set up these different presets at the bottom. So I have my preset 1, just kind of a straight-on shot, no tracking, just normal. But maybe you want a preset 2 that does tracking. Maybe it does a bokeh effect in the background to kind of blur out your background. You can set that right there, and all those settings just show up, and then you can have the camera will track you back and forth. It's pretty awesome, honestly. And the presets work really quickly. You can see how snappy that is, going from one to the other. It's very fast. And the features don't stop there. If you click this little beauty icon down here, man, you've got so many things you can change. You can really blur out that background if you want to. I think around about 3 looks the best to me. You can use the retouch tool. You can change all kinds of things, like giving yourself, better eyelashes, I guess, or something. I don't use any of these features, but you can also like make yourself look more slim, which is funny. Change your waistline. I don't really know what leggy means. I guess you can give yourself bigger legs. I don't know. But there's a lot of different features there, as well as filters. If you want to shoot in black and white, hey, there you go. You can shoot in black and white all day long, and it's really easy to do all of those things. Wait, I don't want to be in black and white. Here we go. All right, so then there's one other thing here that I want to show, and that's the AI composition lines. It's this little icon down here. You can turn this feature on and set where you want your nose to be. You know, if you want to have that grandpa effect and really just keep your forehead in the shot and nothing else, you can do that while you're live streaming. Or maybe you want to help grandpa not do that. Get him this webcam, and you can keep his face right in the center of the frame like it should be. But let's go back to preset 1 for a second, and I want to show you the clarity as we zoom in. So this is 1080p 60 right now. If I zoom in, you can see how it's kind of a softer image there. But watch what happens when I kick it over to 4K. It's going to pause for a second, and it's going to pop back in. Right there. Check out the detail. Even though this video is still going to be rendered in 1080 60, you can see this a lot clearer now. You can see the my LED lights in my glasses and Ray-Ban there across my glasses. I'm feeling a little self-conscious though, being this close, so we're going to go back zoom back out. But you can see the detail there on the 4K is honestly quite stellar. Even if you're rendering down to 1080 for your videos or live streaming at 1080 or 720, you can get a much sharper image if you have the camera set to 4K. It is, however, limited to 30 frames per second at 4K, so if you need 60 frames per second, you're going to have to switch back to 1080p. But what about the image tab? We've got auto-focusing here, auto-exposure, you can adjust your white balance. There are so many things that you can do to customize this experience to your liking. Here's the autofocus, for example. If you have it set on face, it's going to really try to find your face. You can also set it to global though, and adjust for whatever's right in front of the camera. And you can see how smoothly it adjusts to this koosh ball here and then back to my face. And I think that that's really great. It's smooth and the image quality is honestly very good. It's hard to do the koosh ball because it has so many little moving pieces there. But a couple more things before I show you how well this tracks a moving target. If you go under the More tab, you're going to find gesture controls. And this is awesome for when maybe you've stepped back from your computer. So, for example, I've come way back here. I can hold up a hand and this will start to track me. I don't have to click anything on my computer. It's already doing it. And then maybe I want to zoom in on myself. I can hold up fingers like this and zoom out, and it will do that. And because it's tracking, it will reframe my face in the image. How cool is that? And if you want to zoom back out, you just bring your fingers up like this, push them back together, and you've zoomed back out. That's really cool that you can do that without even having to touch a computer. And then lastly, I just wanted to give you an example of the audio on this. So here's my normal microphone that I use at my office desk. And here's the OBSBOT Tiny 2 Lite microphone on the camera itself. And it does have some settings that you can adjust, like noise reduction capabilities. It has an auto gain, and this radio distance is basically a gain control. I have it on standard right now. If I put it on close, I think it reduces the gain, so I should be just a little bit softer right now. And if I put it on far, it bumps up the gain because it thinks that I'm far away, right, instead of close up. And so I should be a little bit louder. I might even be peaking right now. I just have it set to standard right now just to show you what this sounds like. And I'm not going to EQ this. I might adjust the volume a little bit just so that it's even with the rest of the video. But this is how the microphone should sound if you were to use it. You can also have the microphone continue to work while the camera is asleep. And I'm not sure why you would want to do that, unless, of course, you want to use the microphone just to record maybe a voiceover or something. Something else people might be interested in knowing is it does have a Pro mode, which is what I'm using right now, and a Lite mode for the software. So maybe you don't know much about cameras. You can use the Lite mode and it gives you less customization, but it gets you going a little faster and maybe is less intimidating for some people. Or you can use Pro mode, which allows you to control all of the little nuances of this camera. And then lastly, when you close the software you're using, or just in the app if you want to hit sleep, you can hit sleep device and it does fold the camera down automatically and turn off the microphone. When it's on, it will come back up and the indicator light will come on, and then you can see that, you can see how fast it resumes from sleep. But going to sleep, man, it turns off immediately, the camera turns down, and you should be good to go. It's very fast and should give you the privacy that you need. So here we are in VR, and you can see it's tracking me completely fine, and it doesn't even need to see my whole face. So this is actually really awesome, because I used to have to use my phone for all of this, and sometimes I would need my phone for something, to look up something real quick or to take a call or whatever, and it would mess up my whole thing. So now I can use this tracking webcam to track me as I move in VR without any problems whatsoever. And you can see, like, no matter where I go, it's gonna track me and it's gonna adjust, because I use that AI composition tool to make sure that it keeps me where I want to be in the frame. You can also switch over to upper body, and look, it will zoom in on my torso even if I'm across the room and continue to track me. And then if I move closer, it will zoom back out, so you continue to have my full upper body in the shot. And that's pretty awesome. I can turn my back to the machine, it's still tracking me everywhere I go. But how does it perform if you're moving around the room for real? Well, let's find out. Woo!
So stay vigilant.
Working on it. It's still following me. It's still with me. Oh, here we go. When you record like this,
Oh no, look up. You record like this, you get to see how amazing you look playing a VR game. Because you definitely look as cool as you feel. Whoa! Whoa! So it's doing all this tracking while I'm moving back and forth at a pretty speedy pace. I'm in a lot of different poses. I'm crouched down. Where's my Tommy gun? Yeah, take that.
Did you really think this train would take you to the very heart of our operations?
Well, kind of. Whether I get really close or I'm crouched down, I move farther away. Whoa! Get out of here. Even when I have my back turned, it still knows. Aw, you guys. You guys shouldn't have. You throwing me a welcoming party? Yeah.
And that's the OBSBOT Tiny 2 Lite. Again, recording here in 4K just to show you that sharpness. I can't wait to record more VR content with this webcam. And I do want to say thanks again to OBSBOT for sending this over for a review. Now this camera runs around $180 but OBSBOT does have an Amazon Prime Day sale going on. And if you use this discount code, you can save up to 22%. And I think the quality here more than justifies the price. And hopefully I've done a good job showcasing that today. And I hope this video has been helpful to you. Thanks for watching, liking, subscribing, and all that jazz. Stay kind and encouraging out there, and I'll catch you on the flippity flip.